So today we are going to overhaul a RockShox Reba SL. This is a dual air suspension fork. It's an older model, probably early 2010s. It does have the turnkey lockout with the gate valve on top. Air suspension, of course, dual air, positive and negative chamber, rebound on the bottom. It does have oil inside. They're currently running Enduro fork seals, which are the blue seals. And they don't know when the last time they overhauled it was. So let's get this thing started. We've got a whole new parts kit for seals and whatnot. All new seals, fork seals, internal, external, all that. We got all the fork oil needed, all the good stuff. Slick honey. So let's do this. So apparently I didn't push the record button when I started, so I've already drained the legs, these guys. I've the rebound anchor bolt, air chamber rebound adjustment knob, dual air assembly. I've let the air out, of course. So let's really start this. This is RockShox's motion control damper. If you've ever seen one of these up close, they're pretty cool. It's a unique system, very simple. It's plastic, which makes it overall durable for that reason. But it also uses the properties of plastic to make the lockout work. What that means is all these little slits right here. When the lockouts turn, this little guy is what turns to open the system. So this will be locked, this will be open, so the shock actually works. But when it's locked, no oil can pass through, so with these slits in the plastic, it actually compresses just that little bit to allow this to open. See that? A little bit of movement there. So ultimately it would compress that little bit and allow this guy to open, which then allows the fluid to flow, which is where the blow-off valve comes from. So if you ever had your RockShox fork locked out and hit something and it worked, that's why. Because this little guy compresses just that little bit to allow it to open the valve. Otherwise, just open it just works. So, pretty simple, pretty cool. They do make some cheaper versions of this that's in some of the other forks, and it's kind of cheap, honestly. Sometimes they'll come apart when you actually pull them out. I haven't had that happen on the quality versions. On these with the DNA dampers, all that. But yeah, motion control damper. Been around for a while, it's proven, it works. There's better now. The Charger damper is exceptionally better, but it's a proven design and it's simple. Let's keep going. Oops. That's not supposed to happen. We work on all models. If you do need a service like this, a fork overhaul is $50 for labor, and then the parts generally range from $30 to $50. We do RockShox, Fox, DVO. We've worked on some Wright brothers. We've done Lefty's, Headshocks. We're one of the only shops that actually has all the tools for all that stuff. We have also brought back to life original Manitou forks. If you have Elastomer forks, Elastomer rear shock, we've got a guy to get that stuff from. So we can source the elastomers in most cases for a lot of the older model forks and suspension to keep your old retro bike running smoothly today. So if you need a service like this, it's good to do it about once every year if you're riding a lot. Riding a lot being a couple times a week. You should overhaul it about every 100 hours, at least have the fork seals replaced every 100 hours, which most people will be about once a year. You know, do it once a season. If you're doing enduro races, you're getting in the mud, nastiness, you may overhaul your forks a couple times a season just to keep them running smoothly. If you got a fork that's about $1,000, you don't want it to wear out. Seen in some cases where people will neglect their fork, especially this generation, not in RockShox so much, but in the Foxes, which they have fixed since then. But the bushings that are inside the fork, if they're not overhauled at a good interval, they will gouge the stanchion, the smooth part here. But it'll gouge it down here, so you won't even notice it until you actually take the fork apart. And then it's this color, but then down here it's silver in lines, because it's just sat there and just, those are big bumps, just wore it out. So it's a good idea to get all your stuff checked out. Bring it to Bonsai, we'll take care of it.